What up, guys? We are live from the Brojo for another episode of Dem Game Boyz.
Wieners and gonads.
I am Kien, not Keith. I am apparently both the button pusher for the recordings of recordings. So
What?
I push the buttons to record stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you said the button pusher of recordings for recordings.
Yeah.
It just sounded so weird.
It was a double entendre, yeah.
Double entendre. Double entendre.
Okay, and you are Bad Mumble Rap Zach now.
I guess.
And we have...
That's hurtful.
No, it
Apologize.
is. I'm not apologizing to you.
Yeah,
Zach.
you don't have to apologize for it. What is that from, anyways? That's from an actual song.
Double entendre?
No, when he goes, double entendre. Double entendre.
I don't fucking know.
Must just be a radio hit then.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that's
What
from.
about you? And you are...
The guy who ruins your intros again.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's fine, Gil. Don't worry. So, like usual, my dudes, we always have to talk about what have we been playing lately.
I finally started playing Sleeping Dogs.
And Zach, how do you like Sleeping Dogs?
I actually really enjoy it so far.
It's very fun.
Although I suck at countering
Mm-hmm.
because I'm too used to the WWE game, so every time it says counter, I hit RT instead. So even though it says Y, I'm just like RT. Fuck, I'm dead. So yeah, so far.
Do you like the
really
story?
good.
You think it's fun?
Well, I haven't gotten that far. I haven't even called Uncle Poe yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just to. Where am I? I am. Fuck, where am I?
Well, you're in the Brojo right now.
Yeah, I know, but in the game, I can't remember where I'm at.
Maybe you're nowhere at all. Maybe it's all an illusion.
I just did a
dude.
bunch of side missions before I was just like, okay, I've been playing this for like 8 hours straight. I need to stop.
Alright, so, Gil, I know you rarely play anything, but have you been playing anything lately? I'm gonna go with no.
He also started playing Sleeping Dogs.
Yes, it's very good. No, sadly.
Want to borrow it?
Xbox One?
No, it's Xbox 360.
It'll play on an Xbox One though, won't it?
No, I tried.
Oh.
Because I did not want to hook up my Xbox 360 again.
And you had to.
Yeah, I put it in the Xbox One first, and I was like, yeah, no, not backwards compatible. I was like, shit, where's my Xbox 360?
Is that what happened? What?
Yeah. Well, I bought a used version of it.
Of Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's super enjoyable. I think it's fun. Have you...
100%. I am very much enjoying that game so
Yeah,
far.
good.
Refresh my memory.
Like I said.
Is that the game where you're a cop going undercover in the Chinese mob?
Yep.
And then you can still dress like a cop.
I have some,
He's a rat!
I have some karaoke too and Sleeping Dogs as well. Unfortunately, I've not unlocked Take On Me though.
Is that actually an unlock?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The wonderful thing of games.
Yeah, so no, I have actually seen a couple of video game movies that I got the Star subscription for free for a week, and it had Resident Evil: The Final Chapter.
Why would you subject yourself to that?
I was just very curious.
Wait, is it the last live action movie
It's
or
the last live action movie.
Okay.
It's
Why would you subject yourself
so
to that?
fucking bad that I kind of enjoyed it. It's so bad, and it's definitely half of them at least a good fourth of the movie are flashback scenes from original movies, saying we were here at one time, and they're like, this is this character. So if you've never seen the Resident Evil movies, they give you an abridged reason of why this guy is a bad guy, or why Wesker is Wesker. They're like, this is Wesker. 5-minute flashback. Oh, he's evil. Okay. This is the guy who played the tyrant. 5-minute flashback. Oh, this is the other bad guy. And
there's an apple. 5-minute flashback. I never got to eat that apple.
there was a 10-minute flashback of Raccoon City, this is where it all started. I'm like, no, it didn't. It started at the fucking mansion. You're wrong. It's so bad. It's just so bad. It's good.
Is anything?
Never
like
seen
that?
the Resident Evil movies.
I saw My first rated R movie was Resident Evil Extinctions, and my parents took me to go see it. My mom was like, "That's terrible." My dad's like, "We just watched Resident Evil 1 and 2. I kind of want to see 3, so we're going to go see it."
My first R-rated movie was when I was 7. It was a scary movie too.
No, like the first R-rated movie I got to see in theaters was Resident Evil Extinction.
Watchmen.
I do not remember that.
We ended up leaving in the first 5 minutes.
You got kicked out?
No. I went with my parents. With my parent.
Why did you leave?
My mom didn't like the violence. We got to the scene where Dr. Manhattan was just large and blowing up a bunch of Vietnamese people. They're like, "No, we're leaving."
Holy shit.
Funny thing is, my sister's the one who suggested it. I'm like, "That's not gonna fly."
All I remember is I was at the midnight showing of Watchmen, and like the first time you see Dr. Manhattan's penis, someone's like, "Oh, that's a dick." And like throughout the fucking movie, that same guy, I'm pretty sure he was either drunk or high, was like, "Penis." I'm like, damn, like this is like
That's dedication.
But that's the thing. They show his penis during serious scenes too. So when that guy is like screaming penis, I'm like, yeah, I can't take this scene anymore. Serious, like, you're right. This movie is fucking like weird. Yeah, no, it was definitely like. I saw that, and then I also saw. Wait for it. I saw Rampage again, and I still really like Rampage.
Movie with The Rock.
Mm-hmm. That is based off the video game, but is the plot. It's just literally the plot line of the game, and not like the story that was in the game. So I legit think this is one of the best video game movies out there. It's not that hard.
To be fair, that game doesn't have a whole lot of premise.
Yes and no. The first,
like,
the Atari,
gameplay-wise,
no, but like the game's lore is like weirdly
extensive.
big. Yeah. I think like it did the reverse of Tomb Raider, where I feel like it should have toned down some of the goofy violence. Where I think Tomb Raider needed more of that Tomb Raider-esque action. So like that's the thing. This year, like we had 2 video game movies that were like I actually did not mind them, and they were actually enjoyable. Like
Tomb Raider.
Like yeah, people who like were big fans of the Tomb Raider game were like, I fucking hate this movie. I'm like, oh my god, this is
Really?
like the best movie ever.
Not best movie.
Like
ever,
best like video game movie ever.
Our Lord and Savior, Super Mario.
You mean that's?
I really like that movie. Like it's fucking bad,
You
but
mean
like
the live action one?
Yes.
yeah, it's actually Super Mario Bros. Yeah, BROS. Made by fucking Disney, by the way.
I don't like that movie at all.
Really? I thought it was fun. I thought it was like dumb.
It's alright.
It was fun to watch at like midnight though.
I did that once too.
Yeah.
Back when
What's
I was
your
like
name?
8.
Mario. What's his name? Luigi Mario.
Well, they are the Mario brothers.
Yeah.
Mario, Jumpman, Mario.
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite like lines to write in the top 10 was the Sonic versus the Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. Calling out like why are they in the Olympics and why is not Sonic winning the 100-meter dash and why Mario didn't at least get second place in the high jump. Right?
Well, I mean, the Sonic thing was kind of an obvious, but
Mario not
winning the high jump.
What his name is Jumpman.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Why?
I love writing those like. That's why I love writing top 10s is because it's like I can write like my opinion on a character, and it like makes total sense
And
of breaking down the character.
And the viewers don't know it's your opinion because we always think.
My thing about like
I'm just kidding.
But like I am like really wanting to write a top 10 video game movie adaptation.
Too soon. Give it 10 years.
Give it 10 years.
Give it 10 years.
No, because a lot of them would just been the animated movies that came out from Japan.
Probably, yeah.
Because like those Resident Evil movies are fucking cool. I don't care what anyone says. Those movies are awesome.
Have you seen Final Fantasy VII Advent Children?
It's okay. I think it's a good Final Fantasy movie. Best video game movie of all time? No.
He lied because his voice cracked.
Yeah. Your voice did crack.
It's okay. I still think like Resident Evil Degeneration is probably one of my favorite like just video game movies, behind Street Fighter 2, the animation.
The live action Street Fighter is better.
But the Mortal Kombat movies, guys.
He's got a boy dog.
I also do really like the Mortal Kombat movies. I think
Dun, dun, dun.
that's the thing. Like people like I do really like Mortal Kombat a lot, and I've also been playing Chrono Trigger though. Before Eli and I do it, and I've also been like I was telling Zach this like because Chrono Trigger is gonna be the first one where we read weird fan fiction. And I found a few, and I just no longer text Brittany what I'm fucking doing on my free time.
Yeah.
Because, like, the first time I did that, it was for the internet game that never happened. That's going to happen during, like, a tangent of, is it a hentai or an anime? And, like, Brittany texts me, she's like, so what are you doing? I'm, like, looking at pictures of hentai. She's like, oh, for reasons? I'm like, it's for an internet thing. They're like, she's like, oh, an internet thing. I'm like,
You didn't help yourself
I was
at
like,
all.
I'm being for fucking serious.
Did you show her the script?
No.
Why didn't you show her the script?
There's no script. It's a game where, like, we were going to put it on the TV monitor, and Zach and Eli would have to guess if it's an anime or a hentai, because you and I could easily tell better than they could.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw me into that, but you could definitely tell better than any of us.
Like, John's not here
I
most
could
of the time
probably
anymore.
debate the
Yeah.
logistics
John's not
of
here
it.
anymore, just definitely like, oh yeah, that's definitely a hentai.
I could probably debate the logistics of it.
Logistics, animations of it.
Yeah.
But
Probably
then, well, because I was texting, she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm reading fan fictions. She's like, why? I was like, alright, so like, we wanted to be a different Let's Play, and no one's ever read like fan fictions of the game that they're playing. So I was like, I want to do that because I think that'd be funny. And she's like, it's a lot of sex stuff, isn't it? I'm like, yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
So I've
You
been
and Eli are going to have a grand
Well, I've
old
been playing
time.
Chrono Trigger, and like, my playthrough, I have Chrono being named Goku.
Of course you do.
And because he looks like it, because Luca looks like fucking Bulma, so I've just made that joke. And like, there's a guy who looks like evil vampire Vegeta, and I put Vamp Vegeta.
Boo.
I was just this is
Vamp
just my,
Vegeta?
This is just my fucking playthrough. Oh, I forgot to put this in the trailers, but the Dragon Ball Heroes thing. We're just gonna run to the trailers now. The Dragon Ball Heroes character, there's a new like special mission with Vegeta called Detective Vegeta.
Oh, God.
Where he's in a detective's outfit, and you fight with Detective Vegeta.
I kind of want to see that now.
It
Is
fucking,
it a trailer?
It is a trailer.
Oh, now I really want to see it.
Oh, I really regret that we didn't get to see it, but it's fucking funny. Because he's like, yo, no, vida. And like, I kind of want him and Phoinex Right to fight.
Objection!
Or like, Phoinex Right, you become canon that Phoinex Right uses Detective Vegeta as his PI.
That would never work.
I know.
Like, even in frickin' Ace Attorney's universe, that would never work.
Because Phoenix just uses psychics and shit.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of wish it was canon somehow. Or like Detective Pikachu and Detective Vegeta like start working together.
Now, see, Detective Pikachu would be more plausible to work with Phoenix Wright.
Yes, most definitely. I don't know. Professor Layton worked with
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
That's a fun game too. Like Layton Ace Attorney crossover game was actually super interesting.
A lot of people enjoyed it, yes.
I also enjoyed Lady Layton, his daughter's spin-off game. Super fun. Do you not? Have you not played a Layton game?
No.
Oh, they're super fun. I think you definitely would. I don't know. Do you like puzzles?
See, that's the problem. How difficult are the puzzles? Because I'm an adult. Not to be like, I'm an adult! No, I am an adult. I have critical thinking skills. Will it challenge me?
Yes.
Will it get me so frustrated I want to throw Zach across the room?
Why is it always me?
It's about this, like, the fucking Phoenix Wright games I think could be challenging, though.
Or is it to the point where, oh, the light bulb goes in the socket?
It's not fucking Detective Pikachu easy.
Haven't you played the Ace Attorney games?
No,
I
I
thought you
wanted
had.
to. I wanted to.
I thought you
These
did.
attorney games are super fun. Like, that's one game I
It just
highly
looks
recommend.
like fun.
Yeah, dude, that live action anime movie was fucking amazing.
Oh, I forgot they did that.
Holy shit, it was super enjoyable.
The
I gotta see
Bros
that.
review.
Oh my
that
god,
movie.
if we can find a copy of that,
Just
that's
go on
definitely
Amazon.
on my list. Like, we will watch that because I fucking love that movie. Because, like, they don't use magic, it's all science-based tech, but it just makes way more sense. And it's way more goofy. Because they will use, like, their stylist in the sky and be like, objection!
Yes.
Yeah, then we go into, like, our trailer is Mega Man Fully Charged, and this is basically Mega Ben 10.
Mega Ben 10.
It's written by Man of Action is why he's saying that.
I know.
I wanted to clarify.
I know, it makes a lot of sense, though. I like that idea, though, of Mega Man gaining those... Because it is basically, essentially how the game works. It's like he gains the power, and then is able to use it later on.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this could actually work. I think it looks fun enough. My thing is Mega Man that kid?
Yeah, Mega Man's that kid.
Okay.
They did that in, like, the original cartoon series.
No, Mega Man just was a no?
He could take off the helmet.
Yeah, he could just take off the helmet, but he still had his skin was that blue suit. This is like he's actually a human child who gets.
They don't clarify.
He's actually a robot human-looking child who turns into Iron Man, essentially child Iron.
It's like Astro Boy,
Yeah,
except with less removal of clothes.
yeah.
Astro
What?
Boy would normally wear clothes like anyone, but when he was doing his
Astro Boy, he
crime
basically
fighting
wore
stuff,
like a Speedo.
Alright.
Speedo and boots.
Yeah.
Once again, right over my head.
But I think
Fun
this
stuff.
is this looks super interesting. This looks fun to me.
I'll give it a shot.
Is it gonna be a TV show?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Like, actually?
Yeah,
Yes.
on TV.
Not an exclusive to
On
Netflix
Cartoon
or any of
Network.
those? Oh, okay.
Those exclusive to Netflix are actual TV shows, Zach. Fuck.
Yeah.
They have 30-minute episodes for the most part.
Well, they take up the runtime of any
Yeah.
regular show.
Well, this one I feel like is going to be 15 to 11 because it's Cartoon Network, and they do that now, though.
They do, but I could see them actually dedicating the whole episode to that,
Could
especially
you?
since it's Man of Action.
Yeah.
Then again, with the way they've redone Ben 10, it might be 15. Just because they can get away with that.
It does actually look like that Jackie Chan Adventures trailer I showed you for the one fact.
A little bit, yeah.
It's weirdly jarring to see that 3D animation coming to America. Because, like, I made fun of it. And, like, it's like, oh, it's here. I'm like, oh, fuck. Fuck me, I guess. Then we go to Sinking City, and this is just Cthulhu. Bizarre. Cthulhu.
He's
Bizarre.
shaving, and then there are tentacles.
And then he shaves them.
He shaves the tentacles.
I've
And then there
I've
are
come to this conclusion, though, that I feel like there's the games who try to put, like, the Cthulhu lore in it, put more of the tentacle.
Lovecraftian
Yeah,
actual Cthulhu.
instead of the psychological idea. Like we talked about a while back, like, I would totally prefer if they didn't show monsters and shit like that.
So, like Eternal Darkness, if I remember what that was.
Yeah, Eternal Darkness just fucked with you.
Mm-hmm.
It, like, made you believe, like, your volume was going up and your volume was going down.
And then the game's file was corrupted.
Yeah. When it
Blue
wasn't-
screen of death
Yeah. When it
on a
wasn't-
GameCube.
When it wasn't, because, like, they never did that kind of stuff, but, like, it was just cool to see that happen. That's what I like. I get that that's not, like, what most people want from a Lovecraft thing. I think most people who say they like Lovecraft, and this is just me in general thinking it, they're like, I like the Cthulhu stuff. I like the Mouth of Dagon and where they're all fish people and shit. I'm like, no, I like the, like, hey, I don't know if this is a real thing. Like, I still think Reanimator is one of my favorite stories, where it's like, he's reanimating people, but they're not like zombies, they're just like, their homicidal tendencies kick in, and shit like that. That's interesting. This stuff is like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it could be fun, but I feel like it's just gonna be like a shooting. I think it's gonna rely more on action than it is mystery and suspense.
You traverse through the
Right.
town in the boat. I'm pretty sure they're gonna rely more on just exploration than
I hope so. I like just hope it's not just like,
Because it seems like it's
Cthulhu.
going to have a deep narrative.
Right. Then we go to Xenoblade Chronicles Expansion Pass, and I don't really know what's going on here because I never played Xenoblade Chronicles.
They bring back Shulk.
Okay, so that's... Okay. Isn't that, like, Xenoblade 2, like, way in the future, or am I wrong?
Xenoblade 2 is just, like, a different thing entirely. As
Okay.
far as... I haven't played it, but I'm pretty sure it's a different thing entirely.
Okay.
The stories aren't connected.
Okay. But, like, Shulk's there just cause?
Just cause.
Just
It has to do with the story that goes with the expansion.
Okay.
You explore a new area called Torna.
Are they gonna do, like, is it like how the Tales series work, where it's, like, different?
Every game is a new incarnation.
Yeah, is it just
It
kinda
might
like
be,
that?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because if it is, I am totally for that, like 100%.
I'm
I like that idea.
pretty sure it must be because Xenoblade Chronicles X was completely different. Everything's new. Things get shiny. People are introduced.
It's Pokemon. Things
But
get
now
shiny.
in 3D!
Things get shiny.
I really do
It's a
think
Pokemon
like
crossover.
Xenoblade Chronicles would be an awesome series to like adapt though. Like I think I don't know. I'm for this. I don't know about you, but I know I am. I don't know if you guys are. Like I know you are because you're really big on it. Like you like these JRPG style of games.
Generally, yeah.
I really think this is a good idea. I definitely would recommend it to anyone.
Do you even know what you're recommending?
Yeah, I played Xenoblade 1. I like Xenoblade 1. Do you think that, what was I going to say? Have you played Octopath yet?
Not yet.
You piece of fucking shit. I need someone to tell me.
Busy!
I
What's
Every
Octopath?
day!
What's Octopath?
A game. Octopath Traveler is a game that came out for the Switch.
Oh.
It's a JRPG.
It's actually about
Turn-based.
octopuses. And
Is
it's
it
turn-based.
actually?
No.
It's called Octopath because there are 8 different characters you can play as that have their own story.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it would not surprise me at all if a game called Octopath was about an octopus.
Octodad, if you want that fixed.
That game's actually fucking fun.
Yay.
It's incredibly fun. Then we go to Planet Alpha. And this
Did we actually watch the trailer for that?
No, actually we didn't. My bad.
For what?
I figured you just kind of glossed over it.
No. Then we go to Digimon Survive, actually.
Just glossing right over it.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
There's not much to this trailer.
I think it has. Well, we kind of know what it's about,
Well, yeah.
and for me, I'm super for it.
Basically, it's a tactical styled game with visual novel elements, as far as anyone knows.
Yeah, that's what it was. Visual novel.
But basically, going off what the trailer showed, I'm guessing that you get sent to the digital world and have to you have to survive. That's the whole title of the game. But the visual novel sections probably involve making choices that determine whether certain members of the group you probably came in with end up living or dying towards the end of the game.
Do I not have to choose Agumon? Can I choose I hope I gotta be able to choose
You
like
probably
Agumon
get
or
to.
something like that.
I remember reading something that says there's 100 Digimon to choose.
At the beginning?
Not at the beginning, but you can probably get them later on. You don't have to ever main anything in a friggin' RPG.
Cyber Sleuth. How many were there in Cyber Sleuth? Like hundreds or?
I think it's somewhere in the upper upper 100, like 170. I'm not entirely sure.
I really like this game actually because this is also an Xbox. It can come out on Xbox, so I really want to play this just because of that tactics.
It's coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC.
Yeah, so
All of your favorite consoles.
It makes me super excited, and it makes me super excited when we will inevitably do a Digimon fanfiction playthrough.
That game is probably a fan fiction of itself.
Yeah, but this we could totally just add.
You write it as we're playing.
I'm not writing these fanfictions.
You're writing
I am
that
just
one.
searching them.
And then the boy stared deeply into Agumon's eyes.
And kissed him softly and
okay.
said, "I love you, Agumon." And he transformed into War Greymon.
Okay, I was not gonna go that route. I was joking.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing chicken and I lost.
yeah, you did.
I
You
lost.
swerved. Kien just went.
I was gonna go
right
with
for
like
it.
his claws at dildos for hands, but
Oh,
then
no.
I stopped.
No,
Then I stopped,
no,
stopped. Because that's definitely what would happen in one of those.
Just go.
games.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Next
I don't
trailer.
want that
Next
next
trailer.
Immortal Unchained, and this is an RPG where you blow shit up.
Yep. It's the one that looked like Halo.
Oh.
You were
Like
the-
Destiny, I mean.
Yeah, because we talked about one of you said Darksiders, and you're like, "There's no Darksiders."
No, I said it looked like Halo meets Destiny.
Oh yeah, and then Gail was like, "Well, Halo and Destiny are pretty bad things."
Yeah.
Fuck you, Zach.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that last part. I just said that's probably the reason.
Yeah,
That makes
no, this
sense.
is just one of those other action games.
It doesn't
I'm
look
just
good.
not for. But then we go to the Kirby Star Allies
Wave 2.
2.
update.
So you get Edgelord Meta Knight, a rat magician man who shoots Kamehameha waves, I guess.
And
And
people
a-
reading books.
Painter and a Fairy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a painter. Okay.
From
My bad.
he was from Kirby 64.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I like
All
it.
those characters are from previous games. One's from the Dark Meta Knights from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Do not remember the rat's name, but he is from Kirby Squeak Squad. And again, the Ribbon and I do not remember the painter's name are from the 64
Yep.
Crystal Shards.
Then we go to Godhood, and
You get to be a god.
I'm really excited. This game actually is
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Spread
It's a
your,
sim.
It's a
It's a sim
spread
game.
your
It's a fun sim
religion.
game. It's a really cartoony fun sim game too.
You can spread war.
I
Love.
like the idea that like, the
gluttony.
first thing they did is they did Moses' burning bush as like the way to like send your words of God. I'm like, oh my god. If I could choose like ways I want to do it, I'd go prophet and just say some dumb shit.
Yeah, so the guys over there are taking your berries.
You
Go
just
kill
kill them. And then we go into the first one is the DOA 6 reveal of Diego. And I like this. I like the gameplay.
He got
seems
his
very
ass
fluid.
kicked though in that trailer.
He
That
seems-
was the gameplay.
Yeah, he seems very
Oh.
fluid, though, as a character. He's more of a combo character than he is like.
Of straight button masher.
No, he's more of like you have to be technical with him. And I do like. I am totally for no titty physics in this game.
I mean, there wouldn't be titty physics in what we watched.
But you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that saw the first DOA 6 trailer were super mad
Hmm.
because of the lack of titty physics. And like I'm totally fine with it. I'm totally fine with it taking it serious as a fighting game. Because like my favorite thing is like the crowd interacts with you and like they hold or throw you back in. If you like get a KO and they are like, get the fuck back in there. I'm like, yeah, do it. Because, you know, DOA 6 may not have titty physics anymore. But SNK Heroines does.
Oh man, what a
That's
segue.
Yeah, could have been better.
It
And
re-
SNK Heroines just revealed a new character.
Here we go.
They
Here-
revealed Terry Bogard as a character in SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. And I know what you guys are thinking, but Kien, how is that possible? Terry Bogard is a man. Well,
They did the Rule 34 thing the internet has always done.
yeah. And they fucking just... I'm so...
Well, that's another rule, actually. Don't Rule 34 anything, kids.
Don't do that. That's like Rule 72.
It's Rule
Rule
something.
something.
It's high up there.
It's gender bend, they gender bent him. I'm just...
Yeah.
They gave him like a cute cheerleader. It's her now, apparently. A cute cheerleader costume. I'm so
And the
fucking
thing that kills you
angry.
is that it's canon.
It's
now canon.
canon.
Yeah.
But the thing that fucking gets me on this.
Fatal Fury.
Yes. So they have the hat.
Fatal
So
Key.
like originally my first thought was be like, oh, it'll be Terry's girlfriend, Mary Jade. I'm like, okay, that's cool, fine, whatever. And it's like, Daddy's on. I'm like, no, no. And they went the most fucking like, let's like.
Predictable route.
Oh my god, short, like, if you Google Terry Bogard before this, you would get nothing but a dude wearing red Converse.
I wouldn't say you'd get nothing but...
You know what I mean, though.
You'd get primarily.
Primarily red Converse, tethered jeans, red vest with a star on the back, and a Fatal Fury hat. Now you will get
This kills
Basically
Kien.
the same thing, but with boobs.
No, not the same, because she is now wearing short shorts and heels.
And the hat.
And a
The hat.
that says not Fatal Fury, but Fatal Cutie.
You are so upset
He's
by that.
so mad.
Fucking pissed. God, I'm not mad. It's just like
You're
You
not
are
mad.
mad.
You're just disappointed.
it's one of those things that like
This affects his life.
this one of the things that gets me is like I got what SNK Heroines was. It's like let's take all of our sexy girl characters and have them fight. Ha 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 ha. Now they're like, let's take staples of our characters and just gender bend them and make them sexy. Ha 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 ha. I'm just like, fine, fuck, whatever. Like, I was not going to play this game anyways, but I have the book of SNK's, like, artwork, and I love that kind of artwork. And, like, I don't know. I don't, it's not bastardization, do not get me wrong, but I think it's dumb. This game is not for me, and I 100% know that.
But Kien,
What?
it doesn't affect your life.
It does not, but, like, people...
But it affects him enough to make him angry.
Because, like, fucking meme pages are using it now as their profile picture, and, like, it's... I'm sorry, just... We hear you loud and clear, and the interest in BioWare doing more Dragon Age and Mass Effect. We have some teams hidden away working on some secret stuff that I think you will really like, says BioWare General Manager Casey Hudson.
Considering what they did to Andromeda, does anyone really want more Mass Effect?
I didn't like Mass Effect after 3, and I really don't like...
Like I said, after Andromeda.
I don't even like Mass Effect 3 as much. Like, I do not think Mass Effect is as, like, super good as everyone says it is. I think they think it is, but it's not. Because, like, when you kill the Council, they're like, that's going to affect the game. But it doesn't because the Council's back, but it's just palette swaps of the original Council. They just look slightly different. Yeah, I don't know. So, here's Nintendo revealed their financial highlights of their top games of 2018. Number 1, Super Mario Odyssey, 11 million. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 10 million. Breath of the Wild, 9 million.
Dollars?
Yes.
Okay.
Splatoon 2, 6 million. 1-2 Switch, 2 million. ARMS, 2 million.
Arms.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into that.
Kirby Star Allies, 1 million. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, 1 million. And Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, 1 million. Tropical Freeze is the one I want to bring up. That is a Wii U port.
Yes.
And that is making boo-boo. And Nintendo Labo, 1 million. And Mario Tennis Aces, 1 million.
Gil's reaction to Kirby.
Continue.
That's it. That's the one.
Oh, the Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze. It's a Wii U port, so that's actually very impressive. That means, like, not a lot of people played it on the Wii U because I looked at the sales rating. So, like, people, like, thought it was a new game.
So what is ARMS?
Arms is you get funky noodle arms and you can punch
It's
people from far
Nintendo's
away.
fighting game.
Oh.
Well, I'll show you it later. Just
Alright.
don't worry
There's
about it.
also a lot of memes about the characters in that, too.
Probably.
Like, sexualized
You get
characters.
noodle arms, does that mean you get Stretch Armstrong as well?
Yes. Basically.
Really?
Essentially, it's Stretch Armstrong, the fighting game. It is. That's how essentially I would put it. But we go into this, though. It's just like, I'm glad that, like, Breath of the Wild isn't number 1.
But how
Then
does it make
again,
you feel
do
that
we-
Odyssey is number 1?
I knew that was going to happen. It's Mario. It's their fucking... Nintendo's fucking stable is 100% Mario.
Well, yeah, but...
Like, anything with Mario is going to sell, but anything with Zelda is going to sell. Mario Kart 8 is actually the one that I was, like, very surprised about. But I'm assuming that actually came out with the Switch, though, didn't it?
No.
No.
That came out like months after.
Mm.
Which really doesn't surprise me because they're probably not going to do another Mario Kart for a while. So that's just people still really loved 8. So they just jumped on that.
Yeah. The one that I think that got me really was Labo. I thought it would sell less, but I don't know.
Creative people like to do creative things.
Yeah, I'm super glad about that. I think Labo is like super exciting and interesting. So then we go into The first picture tweeted about the Sonic movie is they had a sign that said "Welcome to Green Hill."
Green Hill Zone or just Green Hill?
Welcome to Green Hill, the little town with a big heart.
Oh, boo.
Oh.
Wait, this is half live action, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot that. Boo.
So Green Hill is possibly there's a possibility, Gil, that Green Hill will just be a area and not an actual. It'll be a town that Paul Rudd lives in.
I feel like how this movie will turn out is Paul Rudd's too dedicated to something, and then Sonic comes in and shows him how to relax. Then Eggman comes in, and Paul Rudd shows Sonic how to be a bit more mature, and then they solve their problems together.
With teamwork?
Yeah.
So 5 million people have logged in to Sea of Thieves.
Alright.
I feel like it should have been more.
Oh no.
Like, they should have, I thought they were expecting more.
I don't know what they were fucking expecting with this game, actually. I just don't get it. So this is the thing that, like, gets me. League of Legends is getting a new game mode called Nexus Blitz as part of the new experimental modes program, and it might borrow one or two things from that other genre dominated by brightly colored free-to-play games. Do you know what that is?
I wonder what it could be.
What do you think it could be, Gil?
Action platformers.
No.
Survival horror.
Mm-mm.
Shooters.
No.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royales, yeah. Gil, your fucking sigh of hatred.
Gil hates battle royales almost as much as Eli.
I can understand why Gil hates battle royales today, while we record this, because I made him write a script for battle royales. I can understand why he's mad.
It's a genre that needs to die.
It's not gonna die, man.
I know.
Not anytime soon, at least.
It'll simmer down eventually, though. Let's not kid ourselves, it will.
Not according to our next story. The Wall Street Journal says parents are paying coaches by the hour to improve their children's Fortnite techniques. One parent commented, "There's pressure not to just play it, but to be really good at it. You can imagine how that is like for him at school. Parents may commonly pay for their children to learn a sport or an instrument, but now the same concept is going towards video game prowess."
Can we just talk about the irony and hypocrisy of this situation? A couple months back, parents were all up in arms that this game is too violent, and now they're hiring people to help their kids become dedicatedly better at it. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, the way you get better at the game is you keep playing the game.
They can offer hints and tips, but other than that,
yeah, but
it all comes down to you.
I know, but you can fucking say that though with like guitarists then too. You just keep playing guitar without having lessons.
yeah.
It's like I'm not trying to.
But they'll teach you what you don't know,
Right.
the like writing aspects
Right.
of music, the reading.
I'm not trying to defend this, but I'm like I totally understand it in a sense, I guess. Like I'm not like, yeah, I'm a parent, I'm gonna fucking do this with my child.
That's a better. Why are you hiring someone to do that? That's legitimately time you could spend with your child, bonding.
Yeah, but my mom did that with like my piano and guitar lessons and didn't bond with me. I'm fine.
Your mother's Asian. She wasn't meant to bond with you. She was meant to bring you up into perfection.
God damn,
man.
dude.
And look what happened. You're perfection incarnate.
Wow.
Yeah. Running a podcast channel and videos. Yeah. No, I don't really, like, it does not, like, this is, like, again, Zach and Gil make fun of this, like, doesn't affect my life. Like, I'm not a parent who has a child who wants to be good at Fortnite. I don't ever kid myself being ever, like, blowing up from my podcasts or my videos and stuff. I don't ever have that idea. I like doing this stuff. I enjoy doing it. I think that kids should be able to have, like, ideas that they could go somewhere. But I was watching a thing on Ninja, And Ninja made that point of, like, if you want to be good at this game, if you want to try to go pro and shit, you have to dedicate your life to it. Do not half-ass it. Like, people will say, like, I want to be a musician and shit like that. But if they don't dedicate themselves...
Again, it's generally something you do with any field you go into.
Exactly, but you know what I mean, though. So, like, this could be their start of them wanting to actually go pro. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's a good thing or bad. I can see where people are, like, negative about it, but I can see the positives on it, too. It could push someone to dedicate themselves to do what they want to do. Whether it be video games or not, because I can't fucking, like I said, I can't fucking judge people.
My thought process behind that, though, is if you want your child to be that dedicated, why not be there with them through that?
What if they are? Like, they can't play, like, the reason they hired this tutors is the parent does not know how to play Fortnite. He's like, L2 does this, right? Click, click, click. No, Dad, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, eventually the kid will rage at the parent if they don't know how to play it.
But you know what I mean?
Most parents, though, today are the same people who grew up with video games. They'll know something about it.
I don't know about that. I still don't. I don't know. My dad grew up with, like, arcade games. He does not understand.
Most parents that are doing this for their kids are doing it when their kids are roughly, like, 10, 12. Those are the same people who would, like, legitimate kids growing up with this stuff.
Right.
Like, in their 20s, in college, when probably the N64 came out.
Who knows? I am not defending or... like...
I don't know, it's a grab bag. I'm just more against the whole hypocrisy of what's going on with this. But
I always just thought with video games to get better at them, I always thought it would just be easier to keep playing them instead of getting a tutor for it. But if they are trying to go professional, I can understand why, like you said.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and most of these kids aren't wanting to go pro. They just...
Well, yeah.
I don't know. That's my excuse for this. Like, I like to play devil's advocate with these articles. So, here's my devil's advocate, because I'm pro this and Gil is anti this. For the Spyro Reignited trilogy, the only solid copy of that, when you buy the solid copy of Spyro Reignited, is, drumroll, Spyro 1. You have to actually download 1, 2, and 3. And I am on the party that says, I'm fine with download stuff. I think it is actually I think it is the way of the future of gaming, and Gil does not like that idea, which I respect. Wholeheartedly.
I'm okay with digital, I just prefer physical.
Same.
Did you digitally buy Octopath Traveler, or did you...
Physically.
Did you really?
Physical.
You actually got a physical copy, good job.
Pre-ordered it. Word.
I could care, like... I do not like having a lot of stuff, I guess. Because, like, when I move and stuff, I just don't want to, like, have this stuff. Like, I would rather have it, like, already pre-downloaded on my thing. That's why I love the 3DSs, because they have that Nintendo market where I can buy classic games. I'm like, oh shit, I can play The Legend of Zelda on my 3DS? Fuck yeah. I find that stuff, like, it's a lot easier. I have Earthbound on my 3DS now because I beat it on the...
I have Legend of Zelda on mine.
So, like, I totally can understand the wanting to...
I get digital, but like I said, I genuinely prefer physical more.
The next story, though, I do have is that Nintendo has shut down 2 more emulation websites for using their games, and all I have to say is, fuck you, Nintendo. It's so hard to get the games that they're emulating, because Nintendo doesn't want to re-release shit like that.
1, it's a legal issue thing, and 2, that's basically pirating, so...
I don't know.
It's...
I don't know. I will be...
This is the devil's advocate.
Yeah, I have the emulation of the original Fire Emblem, so, like, I literally have no room to talk.
Again, it's a legal thing and a pirating issue. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You can't hate a company for going within its rights. And even if they don't re-release things, that's doesn't mean it's wrong for them to try to protect their property.
New market data shows that Fortnite mobile apps are recently surpassed 1 million downloads. It's making so much money.
Fortnite forever.
I still think it's better than PUBG, but I don't care for either. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at Fortnite's actual gameplay, like the actual game.
Like the
It's super
story.
you have
interesting.
to
It's super
purchase.
interesting. Yeah, I like the idea. I like the idea Fortnite had.
And then it became something bigger than what it.
Yeah, according to Kingdom Hearts' main story, will be between 40 to 50 hours long, and that's not just exploring the title, exploring the world. Exploring the world adds an extra 30 hours of gameplay.
Oh, wow.
That actually makes me super excited. So, Quantic Dream and Detroit Become Human has lost a current case against the former employee. In Europe, if you quit, you can still get like unemployment if there's a reasonable reason why you quit. And 2 out of 3 employees have won that because they felt they were in an environment that was they did not feel okay with. People were posting their faces on like racially charged like cartoons and on porn and stuff like that in the office. Like they would Photoshop the face of someone on like a porn thing. And so they won, and like David Cage is not a very happy man right now. He's like, I'm gonna pay this money. Detroit Become Human didn't do as good as I thought. Yeah, so that kind of sucks, I guess. So Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles has made $1 billion in 2 years since the title launched.
The mobile app.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually super
Nice.
cool though. That's really awesome.
Nice.
EA Sports recently announced that NBA Live 19 will introduce the ability to create female players for the first time in franchise history.
Wait,
Are there any
so the
female players in
female
the NBA?
No. Wait, so they're gonna have.
They have the WNBA for a reason.
Yeah, that's my point.
So people don't watch it and just say,
Hold on a minute. They're gonna have creatable female players in NBA 2K.
yeah, so I
Does
can
that mean
dunk-
they're gonna go up against the male
yeah,
players
then
then?
you can dunk on LeBron with a girl, yeah.
So does that mean if they ever release a WNBA title that they're going to have male characters?
Well, first of all, they'll never have a WNBA title. There's like no one, like no offense to anyone who likes Women's National Basketball Association. There's literally no one in that, like no one in there is like, let's play a game. I don't know. WNBA is like, this is like one person said, I watch the WNBA when there's A, no college games going, and B, the NBA just sucks. Which, so I never watch it. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, that's mean. So, some indie studios are initially adding easy-to-unlock trophies to their games in order to boost sales and raise funding for future projects. Talking to Kotaku, Infinite Mada's Salim Afghani, the developer behind the crossplay-enabled Little Adventure on the Prairie, which released on PlayStation 4 and Vita on February, said that he was advised to include an easy platinum with a cheap price. The crossplay to secure enough sales to reinvest funds on the studio's next game. A friend of mine suggested the release on PS4 and Vita and add an easy platinum with a cheap price after deciding to port his game from Android. This is why a lot of people buy it, and we could get funding for another next generation game. I find this super interesting actually because like I don't know if you guys have ever watched Indie Game the movie.
Nope.
It is a fucking great documentary for anyone who's a creative person. It tells the story of Phil Fish, the guy who created Fez, Jonathan Blow, the guy who created Braid, and the 2 men who made Super Meat Boy, and their social anxiety of the games coming out and things like that. It is so interesting. But they made that point too, is like these indie games that people make, like they want them to both be hard, but they want them to be accessible. So having trophies that people can get will make them want to get it. Like having easy platinum trophies that are interesting. It's bad and good. I will admit that.
You mean like
From-
I Am Bread?
A marketing and a business point, it is good because it gets people coming back and purchasing it and probably definitely funding more things into the future. But from a player perspective, well, for some players at least, who like to actually earn something, those easy achievements are kind of just like a slap in the face.
Right. It's a hit or miss thing. Like we can't really say it's good or bad. I guess.
advocate.
Yeah.
Damn him.
Yeah. So we have one video game question, and the question is, sorry Eli's not here. It's again from Nikolai from Holland. Thank you for being a good listener, Nikolai. If you're ever in Iowa, let us know. We'll hang out.
We apologize in advance.
Yeah, most definitely. He asked, I remember Eli saying he really liked Ratchet and Clank but had no liking for Jak and Daxter. Is there any game that people have been hyped up about that you just thought was meh comparatively?
Like just us or the community as a whole?
Just us thinking it's meh, but like people you know really like it. I'm gonna go with Destiny as definitely like my biggest one. Because even when Destiny 2 came out, like I remember John, Max, and Ryan all telling me how awesome it is. I'm like, bullshit. You're saying it's awesome right now, but you're gonna get over it super fast. I'm like, no, it's not. It like took everything bad from Destiny 1 and made it better. And then 2 weeks later, everyone's like, yo, Destiny 2 kinda sucks. So, the Destiny games were definitely one where I never invest. Any game that pits itself as a fucking, like, The Division, all those kind of games, definitely never get hyped for. The only game that I got hyped for and I feel like I got my money's worth out of it was Monster Hunter Worlds. So, also, I am on the opposite ring that, like, I get why people do not like Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. I really like Resident Evil 4. I find 5 to be playable, and I find 6 to be meh.
Is it at least a good movie?
It is a good movie. That's what I mean. Like, it's a good movie. And I also am on the side that I'm also a big believer in, like, I don't see the hype for Dark Souls. Like, at all.
That's because you need to get good, Screw.
I get that, like, and see, but, like, that's the thing. I hate that, like, get good shit and stuff like that to me, too. It's kind of like, I don't play video games. Like, I play difficult video games. Like, fighting games are difficult if you're playing with the right people and if you're playing with, like, the right difficulty. Fighting games are fucking difficult. But I can traverse through fighting games perfectly fine. My thing about Dark Souls is that, like, there's a difference between being hard and, like, learning from it. Most of the time, I feel like Dark Souls is just relentless just to be relentless. And so I'm just like, fuck it, dude, I don't want to play this game.
It's a steep learning curve.
I guess, but, like, and I know that Dark Souls isn't my game, but everyone who hypes it up, I'm like, fine, you guys can have fun with Dark Souls. And people, one game that I think that Eli liked that I did, but, like, I know everyone likes it, but I just want to point out, I was recently playing Sly Cooper again, and I fucking love that game.
Oh, yeah.
And Pokemon. Pokemon is definitely my number. The games that people will get hyped for still, but, like, I, like, have lost all hype for Pokemon. Like, even if the next Pokemon game is good, I've lost all hype for it. Like, X...
Don't give it to you?
X did not give it to me. Alpha Sapphire and Mega Ruby
X gonna give it to you.
Definitely gave me, like, hope, and then Sun and Moon just dropped that hope down the drain again. So, like X was like that bad crack, and then your dealer's like, no, I'll give you this new crack for cheap. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then, like, I tried that new crack, I'm like, yeah, I want more. And they're like, well, I got this new crack called Sun and Moon. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm done with crack.
And you want to go to rehab.
I'm going clean.
I'm not done with Lovato. I'm done with crack.
No, dude.
I'm sorry.
Dude, come on.
I'm sorry, guys.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're going to have to edit that out.
No, but I'm sorry. But no, is there a game that you've been hyped about? Like, because we hype a bunch of games.
I was actually thinking Destiny when you said that, because I remember when I would go over to Brady's house and everybody would just be playing, I was like, this game just looks so boring to me. And then I played it and I was like, what do I do? And then I was just like, I was playing it.
You don't have online plays, like you're just.
No, like I was playing it online on his console, and
okay.
And I was like, I am just not having fun right now. I don't get it.
Basically, it's things that blow up way bigger than I feel that they should. A lot like PUBG and Fortnite, but also some bigger shooters, again, like Destiny, and just most shooters I'm not into. Generally, there are other things I don't like.
You don't like PUBG, bro? Why not,
No
bro?
Man's Sky.
I also didn't like the new, not Battlefront 2, but the new Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. The same thing applies like Destiny. I played it online and I was like, it's not as good as the old Battlefront 2 on the PS2 that I used to play.
No, I get you. See, that's understandable.
Generally, I just go for games that I know I'll play and enjoy.
Okay.
Or new experiences.
That's good.
In genres that I'm more geared towards.
Yeah.
Well,
I had a blast with Red Dead Redemption.
I'm glad.
That's how I got into Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I actually like Fire
cool.
Emblem a lot.
And then I'm like, oh.
I got into Fire Emblem because my cousin and I just beat the shit out of Advance Wars when we were kids. And then we were like, there's a medieval Advanced Wars called Fire Emblem? Count me in!
No one ever told me about this.
I'm surprised Smash hasn't put an Advanced Wars characters in their game.
Advanced Wars hasn't come out with a new game in a while.
I know, but like...
They could probably do it to promote...
fucking Ice Climbers.
Yeah, but at this point it's become a staple for whatever reason.
I know, but Ice Climbers and fucking Brawl, there was no new game for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
like... To be fair, Earthbound.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, Pit got introduced in Brawl, and then he got a new game.
Yeah, so like if they brought like Advance Wars in, and they're like, we're making a new Advance Wars game for 3DS, I'm like, count me the fuck in.
I mean, that's what they originally did when they brought in Roy.
Yeah.
His game hadn't even come out yet, and they're like, let's throw him in Smash.
Yeah. So that's been our podcast. Thank you for listening, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Support us on Patreon if you'd like, and also listen to Podbean.
Bye.
Later.